look okay? Oh, we're live.
Oh, this. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, it's blinding?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Give me the Polaroid.
That's the way I like to do it.
Like a shining star.
Pre-game show. Oh, live here on Facebook. I am Steve. Got Rodriguez over here to my right.
Welcome.
Keith over here to my left.
Unless you're looking in a mirror, then I'm on your right.
Yes. Very good point. A lot of people out there watching, they watch on their phone through a mirror.
And they think those exact thoughts.
Yeah.
And, of course, producer Joe behind the imaginary glass over there.
Yep. We don't have Thanos?
Oh, I had too much stuff to do.
Thanos is actually going to be a guest in next week's episode.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and
for Thanos.
William, welcome. Thanks for being first tonight. This is actually it's a big episode. I won't call him anything but William.
All right.
Bill.
Just so you know.
Or Bill. Or I'll change his middle name to James.
James? No.
All right,
Jaime.
fine.
Jaime.
All right, so big episode for us. It is episode number 50 overall. It is.
You lost today, Mrs. Farace. She was only number 2.
Well, congratulations on 50, buddy. You got to do it for 50.
50, yeah.
The big 50,
50 episodes overall. It is episode number 19 of season 2. So we got that going for us. Also,
we've been doing this for 50 episodes.
Yeah, what? So let's stop on that for
crazy.
a sec, right? I was going back and I shared this with you guys into our first episode. And I've said this before, but if you go on the podcast sites, Castbox, so on and so forth, you see all of our episodes. We all sat in front of one boom mic and leaned forward to take turns to speak when it was our turn to speak. So all this interruption never happened. Maybe we should go back to that.
So he just wants to dominate the whole show. So he doesn't want to get interrupted. He'll never stop talking.
I'm just picking on Farace.
So we did sit around a little
but
desk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
One microphone,
one table,
one table, 3 guys just crowded around and talking Mets baseball
with a glass of whiskey or rum. Or
So here's a quick story for Facebook. Keith wasn't consuming alcohol at the time.
I was taking a break.
He was taking a breather from any alcoholic beverages, and I said, next week it was the week before opening day, and I said, next week if the Mets win, we got to do a shot, celebratory shot, and so began Keith's long year and a half of alcoholism.
See, but I'm not addicted. Look how steady I am.
He's sober now. Can't you tell?
Yep.
All right. So big 5-0. Nice. We've come a very long way, but we still have the pressure. Little blood pressure issues here and there.
What?
Oh,
you mean the Mets?
Remember how excited we were last year?
Oh, like we were
during that 11-1 start.
Well, we were 9-4 this year too.
We were 9-4. So and now we're not. We're not so much.
Now we're not.
But 11-1. We were looking at. We're on pace for 143 wins.
and we truly believed it. That was a problem.
Every loss, we recalculated the amount of wins we were gonna have for the year until it got down to like 3, and then we just stopped.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah,
it was a sad situation.
Like Piazza. So
yeah. So last week we broke all kinds of put in the book show records by having over 2,200 views on Facebook. So hats off. I'm not wearing a hat, but hats off to everybody out there. We appreciate it. Whether you're watching us live, whether you're watching us on the many different shares that we do, and people around the area. Jem, we love you.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. So definitely appreciate all that. So I think it is about time to start recording for those on Spreaker and
we're
Apple Podcast and Castbox and Spotify and all that good stuff.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Just a quick reminder for Facebook, you're going to hear a lot. Maybe you might hear a lot of this again because now we start recording over on the audio part. You'll still see us live here, and then you'll also see us on YouTube later on tonight, maybe tomorrow. So let's get it started on the audio side.
Boom.
Chakalaka.
He's going to hell.
All right, and what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Put It in the Book show, season number 2, episode number 19. It's also episode number 50 overall. Congrats, fellas.
50. Congratulations.
Great job.
You're gonna do that
Thanks.
again. Don't do that again.
I'm Steve. Scott Rodriguez is always here to my right.
Welcome.
Keith to my left.
Yo.
Producer Joe
See my brother
out
Gary.
yonder. He's
you
here
call it those?
for Producer Joe. It's episode 2
Episode number
as we
dos.
begin a streak.
For producer Joe.
Yeah.
Got his own sound effects. Came ready this week.
All right. So plenty to talk about today again. And I know that we're doing this show during a game,
Mets game.
Yes, we are.
a Metropolitans
we are
game.
losing 1-0.
1-0.
Spoiler alert.
But if you are wanting to watch, go ahead and hit mute on Gary and Keith or Howie and listen to us.
Yeah. Sure.
Maybe
Do
not.
that.
Listen, it'll be better luck for you guys, for us, for the Mets.
Or just watch it later.
Or you can watch it later. But we can't tell them now to watch it later because if
We're
they
gonna
don't
ruin
watch
their day
it,
if we lose.
then they
Or
can't.
if they say, I really want to watch the Met game, then I can say, hey, we're on always. You can watch it later.
Always.
And forever.
I was going to go that route, but then I decided not to.
with you.
Oh, we're both doing it. All right, who's joined? Sean, Joseph, Jeff, Barbara, Perline, and I think that
Jeff
is about it.
Francois.
Someone
That's a
needs to
name.
take another breather. All right. Francois.
Francois.
It's a
Jeff
good,
Francois.
Francor.
Frenchie.
Jeff Francor.
Jeff Francois.
All right.
Oh,
So do you want to
producer
get
Joe's wife.
cat in the building, cat in the house,
And the hizzy.
in the hizzy? All right. Let's get into it.
All right. What are we
Um,
going to argue about now?
this is gonna
Discuss. Nah, just
a
discuss,
discussion.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Tell
we
you how
don't
wrong-
argue about. Listen,
I'll
you
just
and
tell you
I,
how wrong you are again.
you and
Millie.
you and I are always in agreement,
Pretty much we are.
except for
Except
all
for
the
old Ironside over there.
I don't agree with that at all.
There it is. And so it begins.
Hey, let's ask a quick question, and then we'll dive into what has happened since we last did a show.
Sure.
Tonight, bottom of the ninth inning,
Tonight.
bases loaded, 2 outs.
Whoa.
Who do you want up? And the Mets are down by a run or 2. Who do you want up in that situation?
Who are you?
Robinson Cano, like today. This is right now where we stand in life right now, or Ruben Tejada. No, I'm kidding.
So this is you just trying to show something up, trying to be a little Millie.
No, I'm just asking a question of our
Ask a question.
fans.
Go ahead, ask.
Would you rather bases loaded, Mets down 2, bottom of the 9, 2 outs? Would you rather have Robinson Cano up or Ahmed Rosario? Start typing away. This is today.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good.
Wow, what a great question.
Ray, welcome to the show. Ray's been a
Ray Les?
heavy
Ray
commenter lately. After a crazy, nutty press conference, we won 2 in a row. A miracle.
They're the Miracle Mets, aren't they?
We are. Speaking of
games
Cano,
in a row.
Cano is at bat right now.
Don't you know?
Of all people to hit a home run, did somebody just hit a home run? Because we're on a lag over here. That's really not fair.
If
So-
it's Cano, then don't you know?
I like him for half a second, but so I guess we're gonna just jump right into Cano, huh?
No.
Maybe she's
Let's-
talking about Adam Eaton.
from a while ago. Adam Eaton was about 7:15ish.
Maybe she's delayed.
Screw Adam.
Maybe she is
Maybe she's
delayed.
been talking. Mama Farace.
All right, so since last episode, one of last episode's topics was it's time to head to Miami and beat up on the Marlins.
That's what we planned.
And beat up on the Marlins, we did not.
No, we did not.
I was
we
at...
beat off on ourselves more than we beat up on the Marlins. Every time that sound comes on, it's like,
so I went to Friday's game. It was DeGrom on the mound.
Yeah, you blew
against somebody with a 5 some odd ERA, and
Garcia Martinez Lopez Gonzalez,
whatever his name was. So people were like shouting out at DeGrom saying "Cy Bum" or
"Oh really?"
Yeah, this one loudmouth Marlins fan. No, we won't go all there. But
you know who you are.
Yeah, he definitely knows who he is. But I thought the Mets were going to pull that one, come out and pull that off at the end because they
did pull it off.
They pulled off. After JD Davis hit the home run, the Mets fans were getting riled up and they were getting back into it. So clearly, we did not. We
lost the game.
So we lost game one of the series. Then
we got swept.
No. We're going to talk through this because this it must be painful. This is a painful
why
situation
you with the doo-doo in the milk thing? Why does it have to be painful?
The milk is spoiled anyway.
Hold on.
Who cares
let
if
me
you
just
do it?
Let me do it.
Good metaphor. I like it.
Home run. That's it. Saturday, we had Matt's pitched. And we lost again. We got shut out and 2 hits.
Zippo.
Then game 3.
By the same guy, right? JD Davis was the thing. Didn't he get the 2 hits?
Yes,
game?
yeah.
The only 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
How sad.
It's very very sad.
All right.
And then on Sunday we were 1 hit shut out. So we came into the series. The Marlins came into the series not scoring in 26 straight innings. We left the series not scoring in 19 straight innings.
But they won their last 2 games also, I think.
Just don't want to hear this hysteria.
Didn't have them one.
No, they had a 3-game winning streak after us, and they probably 4. Producer Joe.
They have a 4-game winning streak.
Oh, they probably lost. Oh, they still have a 4-game winning streak.
Yes, they beat the Tigers yesterday.
Well, look at that.
So we ran into a club that was bound to get out.
Yes.
When
the streak started with us.
The streak started The streak started before us, and it just fell on us. We just got sick, like the flu.
What do you mean? No, they started winning against us.
I don't really want to talk about it.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just move along.
Terrible.
I don't like
we
it.
suck. We have sucked, and we got swept by the worst team in baseball.
That's what you like to do. You like to do that. Wipe our faces.
I don't. I'm just
dirt. Bring us down.
This is
really
This is an informational and opinionated show.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to talk about.
For your information, I don't want to hear your opinion.
My opinion is that your opinion is terrible right now. We should move on to your next opinion.
All right, so we got swept by the Marlins, who had not swept an opponent since 2017.
He still goes on. He's still doing it, Rodriguez.
He's not gonna stop. He's doo-doo face.
Look at the Marlins have won 4 straight. Jeez.
Wow, they're killing it.
They're losing 2-0 tonight.
They've cut the Phillies lead to 12.5.
Maybe between the line,
guys. We got swept by a 10-31 team.
Dude, it happens. We're gonna start.
It doesn't happen though.
It just happens.
Okay, fine.
So it doesn't.
So we come home where we can't win, and we win. We beat the Nats on Monday night.
Deuces already.
We beat the Nats again last night. Last night was a great back and forth game. Welcome Daniel to the show. Back and forth. JD Davis hits that 3-run bomb, and then this is not against Callaway, but he got forced into the situation with Nimmo not being able to play yesterday. But he got hurt.
He got hurt.
Oh Lord!
Because you made him run it out. You made him hustle.
Cano got hurt.
Didn't I just tell you that?
You made him run.
You made him run. You fans, you've destroyed Cano.
That's fine.
What have you done?
He has 13 RBIs.
Now he's hurt.
If Syndergaard played every day,
him run and criticize them, you hurt his feelings. That's what it was.
All right, we're talking about Cano.
Prove you wrong.
Just do it. Oh no. Oh, you start off with
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
No, it's not. You know what you do know? First of all, I've said this from the beginning of the year. He is lazy. He's lazy. He's slow. He plays like he just don't care. I'm getting the check no matter what I do. and they get, oh, he's so smooth, and that's why it looks that way. There's a difference between being smooth and absolutely being a loaf.
No, he's smooth, bro. Come on, you kidding me? His swing is sweet.
Yeah,
he knows how to play the game. He plays it effortlessly. He's not a herky-jerky player.
238. What is it? Wow, sweet.
He's playing bad for us. Again, I think we have the
244, sir.
What, Carlos Baerta or Baerga?
Yeah.
And then what was the other guy that's in the Hall of Fame right now? Alomar. We got Alomar. He sucked balls for us. I mean, every second baseman. Well, he's the first baseman, but
you just
every second baseman we get in free agent seems to stink.
And we traded Jeff Kent.
My favorite.
We traded. First of all, we gave
away
Jeff Kent and Jose Vizcaíno for Baerga.
Baerga.
Thank you, Timmy. Welcome. Thanks. Wishing us a happy 50th.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
All right. What else do you have to say about Robbie Cano?
So, based on my thoughts and based on his lack of hustle, specifically in Marlinville, that stadium's terrible, by the way, but that's another subject. It's terrible.
Marlins suck.
Yeah, the whole stadium, the atmosphere, just. I have a new name for him.
Read it.
You have a new name for? Okay.
I have a new name for Cano.
All right. Drum roll, please. We don't have a drum roll.
His new name. Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus. Okay.
I
know.
I'm Cano. Don't you know? I am going to go to first now. Snuffleupagus. And if he keeps this up, I promise, by the All-Star break, he will then be named, henceforward, Canada. He's going to take over the Nada.
That's terrible.
It is.
That's brutal.
It's up to him.
He just got hurt because he ran.
Producers tell me to move along because he doesn't want to hear this.
Timmy says, my brother-in-law helped build the stadium on Miami. So brother-in-law helped to steal tons of money from the Miami residents.
Yeah, let him know he followed
claim kinship to a thief.
Let him know he followed the plans really well, but the plans were trash.
I just want to know, did he help build the home run, what was it called? Structure? Ugly thing that's gone now?
Okay, so, since we're talking about the stadium, right? Now they put like a, it looks almost like what you would put on your patio, fake grass, like a grass rug out on the batter's eye area where the statue used to be.
The statue
was over to the right. Yeah, they're not going to put it in the batter's eye. Or
left.
Oh, it's in left field?
Left center, yeah.
But they put just like a green patch of grass, but it's like carpet grass. It looks terrible. It looks like a military truck, no frills.
All right, we hate the Marlins.
We do hate the Marlins, and they swept us.
Stadium is garbage. The stadium is so loud. You don't even feel like you're watching a baseball game. You feel like you're in a nightclub.
Well, no. Well, that day they had drummers beating
terrible.
Right field. Doom, doom, doom,
non-stop.
Doom, doom, doom.
And they were walking around
while the Marlins are batting. Like, you're the home team. Stop. I mean, it didn't stop them from beating us, but
it was terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marlins suck. Your stadium sucks. I don't care if you won 3. You suck.
Agreed. All right. Let's get into some of the news from today. Brandon Nimmo goes to the IL.
What happened?
Stiff neck. He couldn't bat yesterday for stiff neck. He came out on base. He was just going to bunt. But when the situation changed and it didn't call for a bunt anymore, they pulled him.
You know why he has a stiff neck? Can I say this on the air?
No. Yes.
Huh?
I don't think you can.
Yes, you can.
No?
Yes.
Can I say that on the air?
I don't know what you said.
Huh?
Not sure.
Just say it.
I'm just he's muff diving. That's why he's doing it. Have you seen his wife?
So yeah, maybe we shouldn't get into that conversation.
You want to talk about it?
Well, I'm thinking to elaborate on what the
your wife hurt our team.
Happened. Nimmo. I was trying to think. I was visualizing how he would hurt his neck in that process. And I was going to explain
he stays down there too long.
We shouldn't.
I was going to get vivid in the explanation, but yeah,
vivid.
So let's move on.
All right, let's move on. So Nimmo goes to IL. I guess effective yesterday because he was not in the lineup yesterday. He was in the lineup the previous night. So 10 days for him. McNeil was a scratch today. He felt a hammy.
McNeil.
He felt a hammy in the game last night when he ducked down, but when the grounder Rosario, the walk-off.
Oh my god!
So when he was ducking down, he felt something in his hamstring. They said it's not serious, but
holy cow, hamstrings are always serious. They
I mean,
you out for 2 weeks.
It was a smart play. He waited for the very last moment to duck, and that gave a little bit more lift in the throw, and Rosario was safe. And the Rosario hustled, like unlike others.
That sucks.
Rajah Davis, he of the heroic ninth inning home run a few years ago for the Cleveland Indians against the Cubs, but when the Cubs won anyway. But he hit that home run to tie the game 7 in the ninth inning, and so he 2018. So he's up now. So last year he had 224 with a home run, 6 RBIs. I'm not sure. He's 38.
39.
Yeah.
Oh, 38. Yeah.
Jesus.
38,
why do you argue with me when it's there?
38 and a half. Because 1980 to 2019
no reason to argue with him. It's right there. You just have to for some. Why?
Because I was looking at
he didn't see it. He just saw
you asked the question. You wanted the answer? Or you
I'm telling him your answer. He just saw 1980.
He doesn't know how to add.
I do. 1980 to 2019 is 39. So there you go.
Yeah, but we have months and days and stuff.
Yeah.
We do? It's all the same stuff to me.
It's problem, actually.
All right. So Rajah Davis comes up. We also traded Broxton, who never amounted to much here. We traded him. We actually, I mean, if you think about it, we sold somebody today. We got $500,000 in cash. It wasn't even a trade for.
Wow.
Well,
I would not go down this road.
We're
not going down a road. I'm just saying.
We got international.
We paid $500. They paid $500,000, and they said, "Here's Broxton."
And walk away.
No, they said, "Here's his contract."
Well, so Broxton kind of really deserved to be sold for $500,000.
He said it again.
I'm surprised
He said it again.
I'm surprised we got him on the sales rack.
He's turning red, right? Is he turning red?
No, but he goes to the Baltimore Orioles. I thought I said, did I say Rays? But he batted a whopping 143.
I wish.
What is he known as, Mr.
I love you.
In beeper code. Yes. 143.
I like him.
He's batting our big beeper.
Nice
I love you.
No home runs, 2 RBIs. He had more stolen bases than RBIs with us. Thank you.
Wow.
And he struck out in two times when there were runners on base in the 9th inning. 2 separate occasions.
But
struck
I bet
out
you he
on
starts
both.
getting playing time in.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen because it's us.
He's going to go to Baltimore. He's going to hit like 25 homers for the rest of the year. Bat 300.
Bat 320. Make us look like
52 stolen bases.
Nimmo's going to go down. Conforto's going to go down. And Method is already down. And he's going to be in Baltimore getting an all-star nod. And we traded him for $500,000.
Traded it. Okay.
How's that? That's a little better, don't you think?
I guess.
Okay, thank you.
Fine.
But it's not just 500,000. It's 500,000 international pool money. So is
that less or more?
No, it helps us out when it comes to dealing with the international.
But the thing is, what I feel is Baltimore must be desperate because they're in a rebuilding phase, but they're willing to trade their. But he's
26.
He had 1 year.
He
had 1 year where he had 20 homers. Okay. He's not that good. He's
for $500,000. He's that good as a starting outfielder.
Right, but do you want to take somebody who has a track record of not being good, or take your pool money and build your team and draft?
$500,000 is not any money. They don't consider that in baseball. That's not a lot of money, bro. It isn't.
But you're limited in the international, like how much you can bid and how much you have allotted to you.
So they're gonna get a lot of money allotted to them because they suck balls.
Allotted. An allotment
works.
Well, whatever. Maybe that's not how it works. How does it work? How does the international money thing work? They have a certain amount of money that they can use.
No, you can use, but when you're trading that, it's.
But how is it allotted?
$500,000.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up.
We'll look it up. We'll have
Next episode, we'll
Statman.
break
Where's
that
our
down.
Cornet?
Cornet.
Where's our Statman?
All right. Phone number time. 718-577-1275 is the phone number. Again, 718-577-1275 if you'd like to call in.
Should appear in our chat any moment now.
And producer Joe's giving a dirty look to Rodriguez right now. Wandy, welcome to the show.
And
Repeat the number,
I think
just so that people can hear it.
718-577-1275 is the number to call in.
Give us a call.
Just give us a call. And
actually, don't
we
we
do-
have a
we do have a
nice little
contest.
prize today?
yeah, we have a prize that nobody was able to win last week. So if you call us, Keith over here, my buddy, my pal, my amigo to my left, will pick a magical card out of that magical deck and read you a magical question that you won't be able to answer.
Because it'll be too damn hard.
it's random. There might be an
It's
easy
like
one in there.
astrophysics.
No, there's easy questions in there. Yeah. Yes.
Good Lord.
It's rigged.
It's rigged.
It's rigged. Like the election. All right, so
Like the election. True.
I think that's enough news for the day.
I think so.
Couple
I
of
think we're full of it.
it's actually
News, that is.
75% not good news.
Which is the kind you like.
This is the
Because
poop-
you do
poop in the milk.
It's true. This is what he thrives on. You do. You thrive on this.
You thrive on this and not letting Keith speak. Every week, you do that to him. Every week, right?
all
Keith?
right.
Every week.
Hey, it's Stevie
Every
Gelbs.
week.
All right. So we're going at a nice pace here. Now, big question. And again, for all those of you who joined, answer or else. Bottom of the ninth tonight.
Or else just listen.
2 outs. Bases loaded. Mets down by 2. Who would you want up in the
It's
situation?
not a fair question
right
now,
now,
though.
Would you want
It's
Rob?
not a fair
No,
question
it's
now.
a hypothetical.
You can't ask that question with the way.
Would
he's
you
been
rather
playing.
have Robinson Cano up or Ahmed Rosario, as Todd Frazier just got a very lucky double to left center?
Did he
so-
close his eyes when he swung? That's what he does. Look,
Dave
when he
King-
hit that, look at him.
Dave Kingman actually got a mention last night. If you look at the chat, Dave, that shot that Alonso hit, Keith Hernandez said it reminds him of a Dave Kingman
Yes.
shot.
Because
That's
it was
beautiful.
It was,
That's a great compliment.
it was
Yeah.
40 feet over the foul pole,
King Kong, man.
which is great because they
were-
couldn't even tell if it was fair, even on the replay.
wow.
So
It took
there's no
me
way
4
they
or
could
5
overturn
times
it.
of going back to actually finally spot the ball and see where it landed.
You know what they were trying to do on the last replay was they played the previous replay because they had one replay that was like towards the foul pole, but that's foul. And then they had another replay coming from this way. So they were trying to match up where it landed and then come back to this side to see. But it's
You would
impossible.
think in all the genius of Major League Baseball and how they put cameras all over the park and how long they've been in the media and running games and World Series and so on and big spotlight that they would have a camera that runs up the line from either direction.
Mhm.
Right? I mean, just even from a fan
They
perspective.
can use lasers. They can use lasers.
But
Just throw
even
it up in
that
there.
one,
too, right?
th-
Yeah.
because the foul poles at Citi Field for whatever reason are super tiny, you still would have a hard time just seeing where it was curving. Anyway, it was a home run, and it got me fantasy baseball points.
But if it's right on the pole,
I'm playing Eddie Gonzalez
you'll see that it went
Poof.
and
through
Mr.
the-
Poof.
Mr. Poof.
pole or not.
Yeah, pull. All right. Here's another good question. How much on a scale of 1 to idiotic moron, where does
Sorry.
Yoenis Cespedes rank?
Oh.
I think on a scale of 1 to 10, he's Farace.
It's pretty stupid.
Notice I said Cespedes. We have officially this
We've
afternoon
taken away his
stripped the nickname of Metspedes
No longer are you Metspedes.
off.
No.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I'm saying he said no longer Mets.
Oh,
and I'm
You said
agreeing.
okay.
Yeah,
Suck,
just-
man. He's
no.
an idiot. Come
So-
on.
What do you think?
He's a moron. He's as stupid as it gets. He's rehabbing, ready to come back, getting ready to come back, play with the team, build your legacy, take us into the championships. You jump off a horse because that's a lie. We know you jumped off the horse. You jumped off the horse. You fell into a hole and you cracked your ankle. You stupid bastard.
I don't agree with that at all. I think it was an accident. Things happened. It was a mistake. That you're being way too hard on him.
I think you're lying. Tell him.
Woo! You freaking idiot. You golf playing moronic dumb fudge sickle.
Imbécil, estúpido. So you understand what I'm saying.
And I okay, honestly, yeah, I'm upset. I think it's ridiculous. I think when you're being paid $30 million a year to rehab, you take every measure to be careful.
You should be carried everywhere you go.
Walk around on pillows.
They should be wiping your ass.
Yeah, so that way you don't get...
Yeah, so you don't cramp up or hurt your shoulder.
And everybody should be relaxing usually. Don't get a hemorrhoid because that's probably next. The calcium on the feet, the hemorrhoids on the ass. You know, what's next? I'm tired of you, Cespedes. You and your freaking eyebrows. And if you do come back, I want you to flip a home run over the wall with your eyebrows.
I was walking outside and I see it and I text you guys and I'm like, Cespedes broke his ankle.
It's almost comical.
I thought you were just trying to be a jackass. I said
my first reaction was I laughed.
How does that happen?
I laughed.
That's what I did too.
Yeah,
I did. I laughed
because it's kind of like every time you get up, somebody knocks you right back on your ass. After like 20 times when you just can't get up, you got to laugh when you fall on your ass, and that's what the Mets are doing, falling on your ass. McNeil is hurt. Cano, who the hell knows?
Talented. He's so supreme.
No, La Potencia has the potencia to be an idiot.
I'm convinced. Farace convinced me. We suck.
Yeah.
We suck. McNeil is out. Frazier is our everyday third baseman. Thank God, superstar. No, I'm exaggerating.
Okay, no, because I didn't say.
Convinced him.
You convinced me.
You blatantly lied. You said he convinced you. He's never said.
No,
those
he convinced
words.
me that it's over. That it's everything sucks.
Oh, because he's Mr. Doo and Milk.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
I never said the team sucked.
Not directly.
You said it indirectly behind his back to somebody else.
There's a lot of. There is definitely a lot of in between the lines going on here.
Oh yeah.
He's talking about cocaine.
Mama Farace says first it's his heels, then ankle, next will be the knee replacements. He's working his way up his body.
You know what? He is a heel. No, he's a heel.
He is a heel.
He's a heel.
Tiny Foul Pole is the name of my new album, Timmy.
You know what I see when I think of Cespedes? I see a jackass.
Mm-hmm.
Jackass.
Like in the cartoons.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Donkey?
Kicking his heels up. That's what it is. They had to change his shoes, and he got upset and fell in a little mud hole and hurt his little ankle.
He jumped off a horse, you moron. What were you doing? Honestly, why would he even take a chance?
You know what? That's a good point, Rodriguez, because specifically, I think I read, unless I made this up and I thought it was funny, it was a non-horse related.
That's the first thing that came out.
Okay, that is okay.
Because everybody
that's
would
what
say.
I'm like, did I make that up or did I really see that?
Moron.
Yeah, because why would you specifically say it's a non-horse? It's like you say, hey, Keith, I hurt my finger today. I'm like, oh, was it a non-door incident? Like, why would you just...
Whatever it was done. Let's be done with him. Move it on.
Well,
moving on.
Here's the thing.
Cespedes,
if it's a part of his contract, they'll call a breach of contract. I thought it was funny. Honey? It was a non-horse. Oh, was it a non-horse
Would you stop it?
Like, why would you just...
Why are you
I don't know how to do this.
Show?
I'm not.
You're on it.
That's what I'm saying. He's telling me to stop
You're doing a Keith.
Kyle, it's nobody's birthday. It's our 50th show. That's the big 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Who's angry, Keith? Keith, you're supposed to check. Look at the top. There's an angry emoji.
What? That was probably you.
We have a caller.
I hope it's Michael Jackson.
You think it's Michael Jackson?
We haven't heard from Michael Jackson in a while.
All right, you're on the 50th episode of Put It in the Books. Talk to us.
Happy 50th, fellas.
Hey.
Tim.
Big Tim.
Hey, look who it is.
Thanks, bro.
Tim.
I think you
Yeah,
have...
I was gonna wait for the Game of Thrones segment, but I don't know. I kind of want to talk some baseball, so I forgot to give you a call a little early.
I don't know if we want to talk to you when the Yankees are in first place.
Do you want to jump right to...
You know I'm not calling the rubber then.
No, I know.
Do you want to jump right to Game of Thrones?
No.
Why not?
I don't know why.
He's not a rubber inner. Are you a rubber outer?
You think this... Yes. There we go.
But I'm not.
Yes.
Kyle says, who would you rather have on the team, John Wick or Cespedes? John Wick.
I'll take John Wick.
100%.
Me? John
Nobody
Wick.
can injure him.
No, that dude is bad ass.
Who would you rather have, Cespedes or Thor? Fat Thor.
Fat Thor wins on any day.
Fat Thor wins.
Fat Thor is amazing. As soon as it came out, I was like, that's Jim Morrison, 1970.
We can all say we look like Thor now.
Yes.
No, we can't.
Aw.
This is the hair?
Aw.
It's the hair.
All right, fine. Wandy, thanks. Happy 50th. All right.
Thank you.
So no more Cespedes this year. We were thinking about him coming back. Actually, last week you reported out that he started running, and that you were thinking, right after the All-Star break, and now down this pooper.
So when was our show last week? It was
last Monday.
Monday. I think it was Thursday. I think he started a running regimen. 2 days later, he started an ankle breaking regimen.
How many ankles does he have to break? He only has one more, right?
Yeah, he's only got one left. You better slow it down, bud.
Timmy, what's an outsider's take on the Cespedes thing?
Well, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the year, I asked you guys, do you really think he would make a difference when he came back? And, yeah, you guys are mostly positive. I think he's done. I thought he was done before the ankle. I mean, you might get your flashes here and there, but I just think he screwed himself up too much. I think the injuries are just way too much for him to come back. So I kind of think this, it sucks for you guys. And it's comical, to a crazy-ass sad point. But I think it's better. I think it's time to move on. Go find the next guy, whether it be the minors, whatever. I kind of think you're better off right now.
Yeah, we were kind of hoping that it was a breach of contract and we could just cut him.
Yeah, that's really what. Yeah, no, seriously, I was hoping that there was something in there. Yeah,
take the money and run.
You go sign somebody else.
Kick his ass.
You can sign 2 good players for that same price. Damn it! I just threw my agenda on the floor. I'm angry.
Your what?
My agenda.
Your agenda. Your agenda is to be angry.
What's your agenda?
Agenda. Oh,
is a male.
Agenda is a male. All right. What else you got for us, Timmy?
And as far as Cano, let me tell you about Cano from personal experience. Cano was the first player that I remember that Yankee fans and most people were like, let him go. Like, they weren't really, it wasn't like 50-50, sign him, don't sign him, give him the money, don't give him the money. A lot more people, I would say 80% maybe, were like, let him go. Unless he was going to sign a deal for like 5 years for like $10 million a year, then they could have signed him. But you're seeing now what we saw, and just like Seattle saw what we saw. He's lazy. You have to make him supremely happy. If he's not supremely happy, he's a lazy bastard. So you can tell right now he is not happy because he thinks about himself. And I think, you might get your flashes. But again, I don't think the trade's going to work out in your favor for him. Diaz, yes. Cano, no. I don't think it's going to work out.
Well, the trade was really for Diaz. And to get rid of some money and get rid of Jay Bruce and some of the other losers we got rid of. So
essentially, got rid of 3 bad contracts.
I'm okay with
for one bad
trade,
contract,
even if Cano is bad.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Then.
He's a throw-in to me, and if he still had a little bit left in him, it'd be great. But that's why they got Jed Lowry.
And as of today, even though he has
Cano,
14 homers now, I would rather still Jay Bruce. I would rather still have Alonso up in a serious situation than Jay Bruce.
Yeah.
14
because Jay Bruce is also hitting 200.
Did I say Alonso? I meant to say Cano. I wish Alonso would be up instead of Cano, but I meant to say Cano instead of.
Well, Rosario was up yesterday instead of Cano.
He was, don't you know?
And he came through. And he hustled down the first base.
So there's somebody had said today, and I won't name names, but they said that Cano can learn a lot from Rosario. What do you think about that, Farace?
I think that is like beyond intelligente.
So, like, what can he learn from Rosario?
Just the hustle part of it. Just to be, get in the game. Don't and that grounder. So you right at home plate that he just stood there, and then he started talking to the umpire like that was a foul ball.
Yeah, and then slumped his shoulders and walked away like he just was told go to bed without dinner, or no, I totally lost track of what I was going to say.
Wow.
Right. No, right. So earn a name like Nimmo and lose the name Snuffleupagus.
Go like this to him a lot. He loses train of thought.
What? 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 Damn it, stop that. I hate when you do that.
That was another thing management always said. They don't want him. They didn't want him around the new kids. That was another reason why the Yankees let him walk.
So why don't you tell us that, Tim?
They don't want him around the new Yankees. Well, he went to Seattle. I had nothing to do with that.
But you knew we got him back. You should have told us.
The new kids that they shouldn't be running the first and all that stuff.
You know, and at the end of the day, I truly believe the children are the future. Let them shine. Let them lead the way. Joe's telling me to move along, and I won't.
Move along.
Producer Joe says, Keith, never sing again, please.
I'm just going to sing the whole show.
Listen, I wait for the Children of the Future part of the show every week. Kind of like when Arnold says I'll be back. It's the same thing.
Hey, speaking of Arnold,
I appreciate.
Did you see what happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger?
And he stood there without hardly moving.
Yeah, he took a step and a half forward. How old is he?
Like 65.
Yeah, and the dude
and he had a running start.
Was no little kid.
I didn't see.
It was a grown ass man. He drop kicked on his upper back. Literally, he took 2 steps. The 72-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger, who probably whooped all of us at the same time anyway, turned around and just was like, "Fucking."
He said "fruckin." He said "fruckin."
Fruckin' truckin'. Like a mosquito hit him. Or
every F-bomb. Every F-bomb that has ever been uttered on this show has been you.
I don't know. It's always what you hear. That's not what I say.
There it is. The Nile. Not only a river in Egypt.
Echeverria.
Diarrhea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he missed it. So don't even say his name.
Sorry.
You know, DeGrom has only given up 1 hit.
Now 2.
Oh, now I think that was an Echeverria problem.
I think this is the starting squad when we went to the spring training game. Echeverria, we had Rajah Davis.
Holy crap! Spring training,
yes.
Game 3,
yes. Oh my
City
Lord!
Field at the end of May. Wow.
Jeez, Louise, what is happening to these
Holy
Metsies?
cow!
Yeah, well, it's like patchwork on the other side of town too.
Yeah, but they win.
They're right.
Because they made a deal with the devil.
A deal.
Stanton went back on a DL.
He did?
Yeah.
Ah, shoot.
Tim, you still there?
What's a DL?
I'm still here.
Stanton went on a DL. The DL is the disabled list.
I thought he was doing a rehab assignment.
No, I did.
What
I
are you
read that.
talking about?
Did I read today that Stanton went on a DL?
I didn't hear that. No.
Tim, say no, please.
I didn't hear that. He might have, but I didn't hear it yet.
I need these guys to come off the IO list, man. They're on my fantasy team.
I'm watching actually the game right now, and they didn't mention anything about it.
Oh.
Yeah, Keith is just making stuff up.
Yeah.
Hey,
exactly.
it could be true. I don't know. I'm just watching.
No,
another injury setback. Oh no, 3 hours ago.
Giancarlo Stanton rehab assignment halted.
Oh,
due to left
calf
tightness.
Oh, he's got a tight ass.
Tightness.
You don't need him.
What was that word?
Yeah, clearly you don't need him. You guys are in first place.
I need him. He's on my fantasy
team.
Oh,
or Shella would be an all-star.
Oh, sorry. Rodriguez has him on his fantasy team, and it's really hurting
Come
him.
back. Come on,
Stanton.
Stanton. Dude, he's killing me.
That's the thing about
He's got a
baseball.
tight ass.
That's why I don't get these contracts like that Machado and Harper get. One player does not make a team. It just doesn't happen.
I'd rather have Machado right now than Cespedes. Wouldn't you?
Well, of course.
Okay.
That's not my point. My point is they got these big contracts, $30 million contracts they dump all the money on. One player does not make a team. It just does not. Stanton, okay, he's out. The Yankees are doing better, as a matter of fact, right? Look at the Phillies. They got Harper. Harper's playing trash. He's playing trash, and they're winning. You know, one player does not, and don't give me that. It's what he does to those around him and his glove. He's trash.
Who?
Harper, he's playing trash right now.
Yeah, I don't.
He's on pace to 200 strikeouts.
I don't care about any other team but ours. I don't care about any other player.
I'm just making a point.
He is trash. I agree. He should have been on the Yankees.
And my point being,
he probably would have hit like 290.
All these big
he
contracts.
Had 35 home runs already. Bryce Harper on the Yankees.
Or the other side of the big contract is you get a Cespedes who jumps off a horse, and now your money's tied up.
He has to be mentally disabled.
We got him 3 times.
He has to have a handicap.
I think so.
You have your Cespedes, we have our Ellsbury. It's just
Ellsbury.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the Yankees won't use every excuse in the book not to spend more money because of their Ellsbury. Where the Mets, even though they recover the money, use every excuse in the book not to spend that money.
Yeah, that article that you posted was. I read that. I wanted to hug all you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to fly down and hug each one of you and then just fly back.
Aww.
You really are the nicest Yankee fan.
He really is the nicest Yankee fan. That's the
I like to. You know what? I like to see. I want this. We are a pathetic city. When you really break it, we've had this conversation before. You take away the Yankees and the Giants, we're really disgusting. This is a pathetic city when it comes to sport. I don't care. I mean, as much as I don't like the Knicks and I despise the Islanders because I'm a Rangers fan, I'd like to see one of these teams do something to get us back into prominence. I'm tired of Boston winning, and they're in another championship now.
Oh, I can't stand them already. I'm sick of them too, Tim. We need the Knicks to come back, man. Something.
Well, that's never going to happen. But the Rangers have been doing okay.
Not this year.
Really haven't.
No, what are you talking about?
No, not this year, but generally speaking, they almost made it to the finals. What was it, last year? I mean,
No, a few years ago.
not a few years ago.
Yeah.
When did they almost make it to
Not
the
almost
finals?
a decade ago.
Well, they made it to the final, and they got their asses handed to them by the Kings.
By the Kings.
When?
That was like 3 years?
3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since then, garbage.
Well, that's not too bad though.
It's like the Mets. 2015, we were in the World Series.
Dude, they don't give me any hope. They don't give me
Well-
any hope at all that we're going to be any good anytime soon. We're going to waste the
It's
ground.
day and night.
We're going to waste these guys.
It's day and night in the swamp, and it's not even any streetlights. It's just day and night.
Poop in the milk, and nothing was even said.
Shut up, you. It's your fault.
I didn't say anything.
I told you. You already convinced me. So it's poop in the milk for the rest of the show. Thank you, Farace.
Yeah.
Why
Our
me?
50th episode is poop in the milk. Thank
Yeah.
you, Farace.
Thank you,
Don't knock
Farace.
your slobber
Wait, but
gobbers with him again.
I didn't even
Knock
say
them.
anything.
That little thing you do. Go ahead. See?
I didn't say
Fitting for
anything
you.
bad about the team.
Poop.
Did I?
No, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I hope hope the Mets win this and that. But if they were to make it and they were playing, like, especially a team that I can't stand, oh yeah, I'd be all Mets all day. Play the Red Sox in the World Series, I'll buy a goddamn hat. I'm ready to go. I'll be singing the '86 song all day long, baby. I don't care.
It's
There it
maddening how the talent we have and how bad we underperform. Even last year,
But
we
I said it before. I thought you guys would be in the middle of at least a National League dynasty right now with that pitching staff.
Yeah.
But like you said, ownership. I know you guys need owners, man. You really do.
yeah, I agree.
You need like a cleansing.
Where's
You need
Max?
Like an exorcist to come in and just wipe that place of all its demons and get those
Max.
owners out of there.
Max, Rodriguez's cousin Max loves the Wilpons. They're his favorite people in the world.
Dude, he hates him so much.
I know.
He hates them so much. That's all he ever talks about with me.
Uh,
How we
Mauricio,
can get rid of the
welcome.
Wilpons. How? We can't, okay? They
Was-
own the team.
was he in charge of that billboard over the Grand Central or the LIE? Which was it? Remember they put a billboard up.
Yep.
Billboard up a couple years. I think it was before
we took a
2015.
picture
Fred.
with Fred. We all three of
We
us
met
took
him.
a picture with Fred, remember?
For
Smiling.
Wilpon,
So
yeah.
we're being kind of two-faced.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Let's be real here. I mean, come on. You guys know that I don't really have that much of a problem with them. I think they've tried to put a product out there and failed. And the general managers that we've picked have failed. They're not spending the big bucks. They're trying to. It's their team, is their money, free enterprise. They can do that, man. But they're still trying to put a good product out there, and they have. They've given us good players and good teams, just not as much as I think we deserve. But they have. Every 10 years, didn't we talk about that? Like every 10 years,
Every decade.
they put up a good team. So we're due.
So I don't know if it was Gary or Keith said last
So are
night.
you saying you're cursed?
Pretty
Seems
much.
seems
Yeah, but
way.
we don't know why though. So
We
we
don't
can't
know
we
why.
can't.
See,
It's
that's
like-
what I think. That's the Wilpon thing
We don't
to
do
me.
anything.
I think it's their fault.
Wilpon curse.
The Wilpon.
The curse of the
I think it
Wilpons.
is, personally. You get rid of them. You bring a couple priests in. You bless City Field. You get rid of the vendors. All of them. Just get something new in there.
Dude,
It
the
might
food
work.
is good. What are you talking about? I like the food. Don't get rid of the
Well,
food.
everything.
Well,
if
the
you,
people, I mean, not the actual food and stuff. Just
Fire
get rid of
everybody. He
people.
wants to fire everybody.
if you change
Yeah, fire
everything,
everyone.
if you change everything, you're not leaving any possibility of that bad juju
You got to
remaining.
destroy the building then. Destroy
just
Citi
tear it
Field.
down.
He wants to go. He wants
wanna
us to
tear
go
Citi
full
Field down.
Denarius.
You want to go?
Do it.
I don't want to destroy the whole building.
They can
It's
go
a nice
play-
building.
bro, they
I
can
just
go
know,
play
you
in
know,
Bush
the people
Park.
gotta go.
They can go down to 61st Street, Queens Boulevard,
Park.
and play in Bush Park before the stadium, while the stadium's being
Yeah,
built.
that's what they need to go do. Go play in Bush Park.
Yeah,
The New York Mets
yeah.
need to go play in Bush
But they,
Park,
need, they
right?
need to go play somewhere because they ain't playing nowhere
Well,
right
they
now.
should play in PS 148.
Let's do it.
They got a good yard.
Yeah, no doubt. Or open PS12, the stickball yard. They can just play stickball.
We should.
Yeah,
We should
might
play
as well.
stickball.
The ground would be
But
wicked.
We should
67th
play
Street on Little
stickball.
Y.
Anyway.
What was that, Tim?
It's like, Keith, you know, 67th Street on Little Y, where we used to play.
Oh
We
yeah.
can play there.
If you hit the ball up into the tree, it's a ground rule double. If you roof
Mhm.
it fair, it's
Roof
an
it.
automatic home run.
Yep.
This team is gonna
How we
flip out.
rolled.
The Mets are gonna flip out. Watch.
Yep.
You could even the ground's body.
On the walk.
Right there. The way he's carrying himself, he's gonna lose it. You could tell. I hope they have a big brawl within themselves and with the other team. I don't care. They just need to get it out.
Let's just
Stop
hope the whole
playing.
Snuffleupagus attitude is not contagious because everybody carries himself like Cano.
I'm not going with
Nobody-
Snuffle. I'm not biting into that.
You don't
yet.
have to.
Let him give us. He's hurt now. What the hell? What's he gonna do? Nothing.
Was he hurt?
And
Or-
Garbage.
Yeah, they
He
took him out
walked
of
up
the
to
game.
feel hurt.
Echeverria came in. Now it's gonna be
His
now.
feelings are hurt.
I saw him going in. I didn't know.
Probably that's probably it, Timmy. You're right.
His feelings are hurt. Everyone's making fun of him
They're
now.
booing me.
I know.
And okay, now we're back on Cano again. Damn it! So, especially in the other day, he's supposed to be this leader, this veteran, this guy who's going to show the team how it's done, and he loafs the damn play. He sits there and looks at his shoes instead of running up the first baseline. Maybe or maybe not something would happen. It's not the freaking point. Then he avoids the press after the game and runs and hides like a little biatch. Arr!
You're not wrong.
Are you gonna Fwakata? Cano?
No, I won't. He's a Met. But
All right.
if he was not,
It seemed like you were.
he's
you were
getting
feeling
there.
that
No,
a
he's
little
getting
bit.
there with me.
No.
He's
Well,
he's
and
getting there with me.
that's the other point. So, dude, he came from a team. Again, I'm not trying to promote my team over yours, but he came from a Jeter team, a Rivera team. These are leaders. These are the guys who ran the show, who you're supposed to follow, and he did it. So the Yankees are like, you know what? You and your stupid request. You want to go grow your stupid Dominican beard? Go grow it somewhere. We're not going to pay you the money. Goodbye.
Why is it got to be a Dominican beer?
Because it is. It is a
No,
pretty
it's
stupid
stupid
Dominican
beer.
beard. I'm telling you.
It is. I'm
telling
tired of
you.
it, bro.
Sorry, if any Dominicans out there, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a dumb one.
Oh, it's not a shot against Dominicans. It's just I call it the Dominican beard because it's like the Big Poppy crazy beard, and then the Cano had the crazy beard.
Because
So
it's the
they
Red
leave the
Sox.
Yankees,
That's
they
why
have to
he
go
hates
crazy
it.
beard.
What if you played on the Red Sox, Tim? What do you think about Cano and the Red Sox?
I don't like him at all. I don't care where he plays. I was glad he's gone. I was very glad he was gone.
Would you
I
hate him
miss
twice as much?
I would hate him twice as much.
I believe Cano's not the future.
You know, I was playing a trivia game. Not to change the subject
No,
real
he's
quick.
not.
And the answer was, the question was, who was the World Series MVP last year? And I could not name the guy I just said, I don't know, Mookie Betts. That's the only Red Sox I really know. I don't know. I was like, I didn't watch one single frame of the World Series last year.
Was it Mookie
Not
Betts?
even a second.
Who was the MVP last year? Manny
I
Ramirez?
forgot. Pierce.
No, the guy from the
Pierce.
Red Sox.
Yeah,
was,
no.
was the MVP.
Pierce.
Oh, Pierce?
Yeah, that cost me an Uber ride, that son of a bitch question. Sorry, my language.
Yeah.
So
Gambling on your Uber ride, Sim?
Yeah, you play the trivia game, and if you win, you get a free ride. So I do it all the time.
Ah.
Steve
And I
Pierce.
was like, question 7, who was MVP? I was like, you got to be kidding me. The Red Sox are screwing me out of a free Uber ride.
nice.
They always get you out, Tim.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
Well, we can't give Uber rides, but we might be able to give a free bag of something.
What?
He's going to get a
Yes.
free bag
Okay.
of what?
I got you.
Yeah. All right. So you want to get to that? You want to do it with Timmy on the line?
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you
This
tell us who we're brought to you
This
them by?
Tim segment is brought to
Timmy.
you by Brooklyn Water Coffee.
Two?
From their roastery
The
to
two.
your front door.
The street.
Visit www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. I just caught a whiff. That's why I stopped. So the coffee has a little anus in the back, and we squeeze, you get a coffee fart.
Why would you tell them it's an anus?
Because where does farts come from? You'd call it a fart, but farts come from somewhere. But anyway, the coffee's amazing. I love it. And right now, if you go on to BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com, you buy 2 bags and you use the code PETE20, all capitals, you get a 3rd bag free. And they got a ton of flavors over there. You got to check them out. What's your favorite flavor? Flavor.
Dark roast, dark chocolate, baby.
I like.
That's my favorite flavor.
I like Euron flavor. Dark roast, dark chocolate. It's guilt free. And how many calories?
Zero
calories. There's also Drunken Pig.
You have your own.
Because it enhances the sound, it doubles it up.
Enhancement.
So what I just took a whiff of the anus on was a Drunken Pig, and don't worry, no animals. I'm really jacking this up tonight. No animals were harmed in the making of this delicious treat, and it's also non-alcoholic. There's also chicken and waffles. Yes, that's right, chicken and waffles. It's vegan friendly, and how many calories?
Good.
Zero.
How many calories?
Zero.
How many calories?
Zero.
This and all the rest of the flavors that are out there on the website are available to you at BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com, guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of its roast date.
Well done. I'm lying. You did really good with that.
At least it was entertaining.
Here's a stupid question: Is there a Brooklyn water coffee place in Brooklyn that I can visit?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I'd go for you. I'd go.
They're not associated with water bagels, right?
Brooklyn Water
Coffee Roasters and Bagel, same company. What?
They're the coffee that they
supplies them.
Yes.
Okay. What happened to the spot over on University? We don't talk about that.
We'll talk about that off air.
So, anyway,
we'll talk about what happened there off air. Okay. All right. Any closing thoughts, Timmy?
No, I'm good. I just, let you guys do your Mets thing. I just wanted to talk a little baseball because it's usually Game of Thrones or Michael Jackson. So
change of pace. Yeah. All right, buddy.
Thanks for calling in, bro.
Timmy.
All right, fellas. Catch you later.
Peace.
All right, so let's get into the moment of the week. You want to do that?
Sure.
So the moment of the week is actually from one of us, and one of us is speaking on the moment of the week.
Yes.
So hit it.
Your name is Peter until you change my mind with the home run. Try it out.
Let's go! Welcome to the match, Pete!
All right, so that is Keith chose his own video as the moment of the week.
Wow.
I'll tell you
Can't
why.
get any more Keith than that.
What
I'll tell you why.
do I say to that?
Because of the gargantuan
Tell the
shot
story
by Alonso last night. I can tell us. We've told that story.
Quick story.
So I was at the game. It was the first game ever. It was the first that Pete played in.
Ever.
It was his first game.
First ever game.
The greatest
played
game
in a
played.
major league uniform. Jesus.
Because I was there.
And
DeGrom needs to get a hit because his team sucks so bad.
seriously, he needs to hit a homer.
DeGrom needs
No, I got a hit.
So
they should put him in the lineup.
it was his first at bat ever in a major league uniform, and his name was Peter. And he said, "I want to be called Pete." And I said, "I won't do it until you hit a homer." In the first pitch,
He hit a
shot.
homer. Speaking of Pete Alonso,
We got a phone call coming through.
Oh yeah.
You are on the Put in the Book Show, episode number 50. What's up?
50.
Hey, Steve! Congratulations on episode 50.
Hey, Dan. Thanks.
You guys haven't killed yourselves yet, being Mets fans.
No.
we're on the verge though, Dan.
Listen, if you didn't do that after 86, then I don't know if we have any room to do that.
Hey, you know what? 86 was a growing experience for a young 12-year-old.
Is he a Boston
I
fan?
learned a lot of lessons from 1986. So, and we got 4 World Series in the last 15 years.
No,
So I
whatever.
love it.
What
Yeah,
lessons?
rub it in.
Like how to pick up a grounder that's in front of you rolling?
Can we conference Tim in?
We're gonna conversate with the Yankee fan. We're not gonna talk. We'll sit back and let you guys.
Yeah, that'll be the show.
Speaking of, who's worse with the injuries, the Yankees or the Mets? I mean, you guys are kind of neck and neck with your injuries right now, right?
I think the Yankees are a little bit worse off than us.
But somehow they're in
Right
first
now.
place.
But somehow in first place.
Their minor league team can go on the field and win games, though, and you guys are paying all these guys millions of dollars. They can't win.
They're aligned with the devil.
Yeah, they
are.
They have a deal with the devil, Danny.
All right, buddy. I'll see you later.
All right, buddy.
Hey, ask him a question if he wants a card.
No,
He's
He's a Red Sox fan.
Hang
Well,
up,
he'll never
hang
get
up,
it.
Dan.
It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, hang up there.
Hang up, Dan. He said.
Oh, might be a. You know what?
He hung up on him.
Settle.
Dump him.
Dump him.
You know what? It's just reminded of. We'll talk more about it in Game of Thrones later. But Uncle, sit down.
Uncle, sit down. Yeah, that was cool.
All right, so that was the moment of the week, and kick-started young Alonso's career.
He picked his own moment of the week. That's amazing.
Isn't it? It was either that or it was what I really wanted to play was the Beltran catch on Tal's Hill, but I didn't do that for you.
Out of
Why would you want
respect.
to play that?
Because it was an amazing catch.
No, we can't.
It was
It was an amazing catch.
If you guys left it alone, I could get over it, but you don't leave it alone.
Beltran's catch on the hill, or
at the scab, I can't heal. Let me heal.
Forget about
Don't you want me to heal?
Forget about the forget about
what kind of friends I have.
Forget about the moment in time. What's a better catch, Beltran on the hill or Chavez? Forget that it's playoffs versus non-playoffs.
It's gonna be Chavez.
Well, I can't forget it's playoffs and non-playoffs. Chavez.
You can't follow any rules.
I can't. How do you forget that? How do you forget that?
No, I'm just saying take that out of your reasoning for being a better catch.
My answer is the same, Chavez.
Okay, me too. I wanted you to feel better because we're all against him.
If that was Game 7 of the World Series, it would be
I told you
Beltran.
to take that out of it.
Right. Oh, I could take things in and, you just pick and choose what I should consider or not consider.
It's just like when you say, okay, let's just say.
But you didn't say that.
I take it out. All right, moving it right along.
All right.
The 5 spot in the rotation. When Vargas comes back, what say you, Rodriguez? What should we do?
He shares it with Font.
What we were talking about earlier?
What we were talking about earlier. Where if Vargas is good, he does his 4 innings. If Font comes in, does his 2 or 3 innings, one time through the batting order for each. And you bring in other relievers to finish the game. You got to patch it together. That's what we have. You don't want to see Vargas go through the line. Vargas can maybe go through the lineup twice at the most. If he does that, it's a blessing.
They said they will not have him go through a lineup a third time.
Yeah, they
So
won't.
it's 2.
They won't because they know they're going to rock him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes through it once, great. Then Font, boom, once again. We don't have anything else unless this kid Anthony K turns into something and comes.
He
up
goes
at
through the
end of
lineup once, and nothing bad happens. You better go fill Jobu's glass with that rum and make sure nothing happens on the second run through too, because he sucks. But yeah, you're right. I get it. You can't put him a third time. But to me, I'm shaking on the second time around. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I don't want him there second time. 3 innings. Get out. 3
I
innings.
I haven't had that this year.
What?
This
What are
year,
you laughing at, Joe? No.
but
I don't want the lineup to
This-
see
no.
my pitcher a second time.
this
Okay.
year's been a little different than last
They
year.
suck.
I
Who's
agree.
they? The Mets.
Vargas and Font.
Yes,
They're
but
not,
this
they're not
year
starting pitchers.
we signed him to be a starting pitcher.
They're not starting pitchers.
So
that's why one does 3 innings, the other guy does 3.
So whose fault is that?
Our fault.
Mm-hmm.
Brody,
Why
we're
does it work?
wagging
Why does it work for Tampa?
Because
Mhm.
Tampa does it. They commit to it.
That's
We
Rossi's
don't
point
commit to
making thing. Mhm.
We change our minds all the time. They'll start Vargas, they'll start Font, then they'll bring up somebody from the minor leagues.
Mhm.
No, keep it going. Split it right down the middle. Whoever's hot can start or not start. I don't care. They're gonna get paid regardless. $8 million.
Another phone call.
Another phone call.
It's not a Red Sox again, is it?
I don't think there might be. You're possibly back here on the Put in the Book show.
Steve, one more thing I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Horses, they have sub-clauses in these contracts, things you're not supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Jet skis,
Mhm.
boats,
Basketball.
horses, basketball. I would not be surprised if not riding a horse is in his contract. I would look under the fine tooth, go through those contracts and see if that's in it. They might be able to get away with not paying him a bunch of money for that crap. What a jackass! What a complete jackass!
Well, I'm with you
That's right,
100% on that, and we had said that earlier too. We were saying we hope there's a breach. We're actually hoping for that at this point. Like we were initially hoping he'd come back midseason and be a big impact on the team, but at this point we're on board with that. We're hoping that there's a contract breach, or we can just get rid of this, take that salary, and repurpose it to something more useful.
Yeah.
Constructive, productive.
Yeah,
Anybody.
sure.
Just get anybody.
Keuchel, Kimbrel.
Keuchel.
All right. So we have the 5 spot in the rotation figured out. It's either we do what you said or sign Keuchel.
Or sign Keuchel.
We do right. Either sign. I like Tampa. You know, like Rodriguez said, Vargas, Font, Jizzman, or whomever else to close it out.
Jizzman?
Just
You just call him Jizzman.
Well, let's speak let's talk about somebody who could play a prominent role in that, and that's Seth Lugo, who just landed on the IL.
Great, fantastic. Sounds like more doo-doo and milk. Huh?
Talking about when he comes back.
Job.
When he comes
like
back?
you missed the entire first part of what I said.
No, I just wanted.
I said somebody who can play a pivotal role in that.
Looking at you with hate for a minute.
So wait,
Why?
I don't know.
is he on the Cespedes rehab plan or the Jed Lowry rehab plan?
When Jed Lowry comes back,
Oh,
that guy is amazing.
oh, we'll plug him right in, and he'll just.
Fantastic.
Jeez.
Yeah.
World Series, here we come.
Poop in the milk.
What are you talking about? I'm just.
That's
picking up
if
on
I
you.
would have said that, you would have said poop in the milk.
No, it's because
Is
you
he
started
on
it.
the
What did he
Cespedes
say?
plan or the Lowry plan?
He just wants to know. He needs to know. The
It's
world
just- I'm
needs
just-
to know.
yeah, it's
Just answer the question.
It's a valid question.
Which one is he on?
Yeah.
Look at Lugo's last. So in his last 15 games, he's got a 1.61 ERA. In his last 7 games, a
He's 29.
0.96 ERA. He is 29.
And he's on the IL.
You're not wrong about that.
No,
And he's on
you're
the
not
IL.
wrong. I hear
You
I hear a lot of people say
time.
that.
See the stats?
I hear a lot of people say that drives me nuts. You're not wrong. It drives me nuts like ATM machine. What do you mean you're not wrong? Either you're right or you're wrong. Why are you not wrong? Or not?
It drives you nuts?
Yeah, I just hate it.
Wait, what? Did you say ATM machine?
Yeah.
About what?
I hate when people say that. What does the M
Oh.
and ATM stand for? Machine.
Automated teller bank.
Yeah, it's not ATB. Turk Wendell.
Something's going on. I missed it. Moving along.
The number on his jersey.
Yeah, Farace. You love him. You love yourself. This
Oh,
guy.
you want to see?
Turk
yeah,
Wendell.
you should.
Should we?
Let's see.
Can you guys see?
Wow.
We're gonna Turk Wendell.
There it is.
We're gonna have to get
Number
him.
99.
We're gonna have to get him a necklace with shark
Double
teeth.
hit
and-
I
line.
prefer
9. What?
Wild Man, Wild Thing.
Oh, Wild Thing.
You make my heart sing.
You did throw like Wild Thing at
Ah.
softball. But,
You make everything groovy.
Groovy. All right. Next up. So we had heard a lot of talk over the last few days, especially over after the weekend was over, about Callaway's job security. So on Monday, they gave him that vote of confidence in the presser.
yeah,
And-
that gives you about a month to find another
Right.
job.
So who would you think at this point? So they're clearly Riggleman is an option as the bench coach.
Riggleman will be the coach.
Or what about, because three of the talked about names, I forget one of them, but one was Joe Girardi.
Hate him.
But
He's a
would
decent
you?
manager.
Well, you hated Willie Randolph, I'm sure.
No,
Before they no,
not at all.
So Joe Girardi, Buck Showalter,
Go on.
and I can't remember the third one. Riggleman was the fourth.
Rigor mortis.
Riggleman should be the manager. He's the guy on staff right now. He was brought in by Brody, right?
Yes.
So
I think that's the reason he was brought in.
he was brought in
anyway.
to help.
to replace.
Yeah, I think he was brought in with the intention of
it's like trading and selling. I said help, you said replace. We're back to that. Go on.
So I think rigor mortis was brought in.
Oh, now it's rigor mortis. He's so dang old.
Yeah,
but he does win.
Yeah, I think he was brought in because they had a feeling that there may come a time where they have to fire Callaway if he doesn't perform. Because they don't want the season to go to hell. But to me, once you fire a manager, your season's not. Sometimes they pick up with a new manager, but typically means you're gonna.
So you watch out for your job, Callaway.
Seems that way, right? But the Mets responded and won 2 games in a row, and with some heart too. I mean, they didn't play like the greatest game, but defensively looked clean. They got clutch hits, took advantage of opportunities. So maybe it put a little fire under their ass too.
They're playing better. I mean, it's a 1-0 game right now. They got a couple of guys on base.
2 on.
Couple
I think
outs.
No out. There's 2 outs.
I think
No
there's
outs?
2 outs.
Oh,
2 outs.
Yeah.
Against
all right.
Scherzer, he's a stud.
So if Callaway, if what Syndergaard says is true and how he's backing up Callaway and talking about how all these guys love playing for Callaway,
they should. He's a player's coach,
but they need to play as if they don't want him to get fired. So now is where the inspired ball comes.
They seem to be trying. You see Alonso trying to rev up the crowd. JD Davis losing his mind. The Rosario hustle, man. That was a great play. I mean, that should be inspiration for these guys for the whole year. That's how they should play every single game. They have to play that way. They don't have the talent now. What are you like okay?
Yeah, because I just wanted to go on a bash Cano tirade, but I was just
why?
Because what you're explaining is the opposite of what I see in him. So when you were saying that, I was just going to go on a Cano tirade, but I held my breath. I behaved.
That's good of you.
Thanks.
You're growing up.
What I was talking about Rosario.
Right, but you were talking about Rosario and his hustle and that big hustle play.
Yeah.
And his play in contrast, because in
The
contrast,
opposite of poop and milk.
yeah, no, I was picking because Farace brought up earlier. In
What?
Contrast, in contrast, it's just terrible. So, but real quick, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Cano should play every game and bat third regardless? Or do you think he should be dropped in the batting order?
I don't think he needs to be dropped. I think he should play less. I think he should play a couple of games less a week, maybe
1 or 2
4.
games.
I
I
think he
agree.
should play 5 at the most 5 games a week if he's hot. But the thing now you have a guy like Echeverria to replace him.
Well, yeah.
Or you can slide in McNeil there too.
What you
So
could
you
do
have
is
a guy like McNeil there.
JD Davis in left.
Yeah, you can do
And
that. type of
Conforto,
thing,
Frazier.
And Frazier.
Well,
goes
now we're
Frazier
down Nimmo.
third, but now we're down Nimmo. Now we
Conforto
have
will bat
Rajah
third.
Davis,
I think
so
Conforto's a better third hitter.
it can work. It
I
can
like
be
Conforto
done.
in Treehole.
It can be done.
So,
Treehole.
but my thing is, it's almost as if like he's Cano, so he gets third in the order automatic, and there's just no conversation about it because he's Cano. That's where he bats. You know where Cano bats third. Why? Why is that just so set in stone? Drop his ass. He's batting 240. He's got 13 RBIs. The kid who bats 7th has twice as many RBIs as he does.
I think he's maybe a little bit overworked. He needs to not play that many games.
Take some pressure, drop him in the
he'll
order, and
he'll
take a couple
start to
games
pick up.
off a week. Yeah, that's it.
So,
All right, I feel better now.
feel better?
You good?
Yeah.
We
I'm
talked through it. It's always better to talk through
Like
things.
adults.
Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away.
Yeah, let's relax with that adult shit stuff.
All right, let's get to the upcoming games. So we're still in this series with the Nationals, so we got 2 more with the Nats, and then let's fast forward to the weekend series, which is the Tiger series. Against where are we? Okay, so as we finish off tomorrow, we got Matt's pitching. Then Detroit comes in for a Friday through Sunday series. Thor, Font. Jeez.
Hey, Font won when Thor lost.
Thor,
So
Font, and Wheeler, and then
we go to our.
well let's do the Tiger series.
Okay.
So how do we How do we come out of the
2
Tiger
out of
series?
3. 2 out of 3. Against the Tigers, we win 2 out of 3.
Producer Joe.
After last week's debacle, I'm afraid to say anything other than we'll win 1 out of 3. We're at home. We should take 2 out of 3 of those. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
There you go.
I say 2 out of 3 because I'm just.
I don't know what to say.
Do what your buddy says.
We got Syndergaard and we got Wheeler.
That's 2.
That's 2. And Font might.
Don't get greedy.
We're gonna win 2 out of 3. But the thing is,
gonna say 3 out of 3.
no, I was gonna say 2 out of 3. But the thing is, I lost a lot of faith in him after that Marlins series.
Sure.
That's really
Agreed.
what it comes down to. It's hard for me to say we're gonna win any series at this point. I'm shocked we won 2 games. I had a conversation with a guy at the gym, and he said I was after the Mets won the first game against Washington. He goes, "All right, this series, what do you think we're gonna do? How many games?" I said, "I'm hoping 2-2," because at that point we just got defeated by the Marlins. We only won 1 game.
We got swept by the Marlins.
We got defeated by the Marlins, and then we only won 1 game against the Nationals.
On.
So he says, we're going to lose all
swept.
4. And I said, well, how is that going to happen? He goes, because we suck so bad, they're going to figure out we really lost yesterday. Another angry Met fan.
All right. And then after that, here we go. We had to Los Angeles and play the
4
Dodgers.
games. Oh,
Get whooped.
For a 4-game set. We start off with DeGrom and Matz. Syndergaard and Font will follow unless Vargas is back.
We could actually win the first 3 games. We have a shot with those 3 pitchers.
See,
The Dodgers are up in that division. Can we look at the standings real quick? Man, this is great having a producer.
Holy crap.
It
is pretty cool.
The Dodgers are up 6.5
Wow.
games.
32-17.
32-17. They have a 6.5 game lead
Louise.
in that National League West, and they've scored 256 runs, only given up 187. So they have a 69 plus 69 in the differential.
and ours is minus
You can
20.
add really fast.
Thank you so much. 19-6 at home.
And we're going to go play them at home.
Mm-hmm. So
And they're
3 out of 4 losses.
They're sporting the best record in National League. I don't know about baseball.
That might
but
be a sweep.
definitely National League.
so what do you guys think for the Dodgers series?
Houston.
What?
We have a problem, Houston.
No, I was saying they sport the best record in National League, and then I was
Against
looking
the
at
Series
Dodgers?
prediction against
American
the Dodgers.
League.
Focus.
So here's the thing: when we go to the West Coast, sometimes, even though last time that's not really how it panned out, but sometimes we kick ass. So I'm gonna say
We kick ass in Phoenix.
we always kick ass in Phoenix, and we do well in Dodger Town.
I'll never forget
recently.
my favorite memory against the Diamondbacks is we went, and it was a year that we went on this roll, and Julio Franco hits an opposite field home run to take the lead in the top of the 9th or 10th or 11th. That's my
He was only
favorite.
65 at the time. He was young.
exactly. What's he do? What does he look like now? I wonder.
Like a prune.
All right. What did you say? What was your final?
I didn't give it yet because you started talking. I was just politely waiting for you to finish to lead by example, like Cano don't.
You know.
Oh, God. All right. So what's your take on it? How many games?
We're gonna win 3 in Los Angeles.
Really? You are Mr. Optimism. Holy
Joe,
cow.
2-2.
Holy cow.
I went. We're gonna lose 3 out of 4.
See, my med heart is trying to keep me at
I know.
2, but my brain is telling me 3 out of 4. And my brain is telling me more like it's gonna be
Sweep.
ugly sweep. But I'm gonna go 3 out of 4. I'm
Okay.
gonna play it safe.
This is a stadium
it
in
can
which
only get
Noah
better.
Syndergaard once hit 2 home runs in, and he's
Yeah.
pitching one of the
Dude.
games.
Dude, whatever.
You know, it depends on.
Depends if we win or not, right?
No, what I was about to say before it left my mouth, the thought depressed me. It depends on our health or our lineup.
On your health, yeah. Tell me about it.
All right, so that's the next 9 games because we have the 2 left with the Nationals here. Could we go back to the standings one more time because I wanted to. We haven't done this much this season. We go around the league. So first place teams, we got the Phillies. The Cubs have moved into first place. I think Milwaukee started to struggle a little bit, and of course we just said the Dodgers. San Diego, I said if they get any pitching, they'll be a decent team, and they're a decent team right now. Houston has an 8-game lead. They've and look at Texas was projected to be one of the worst teams in baseball, and they have a better record than us.
They're fighting for the wild card.
They are fighting for the wild card.
They are
at one game over 500.
So that Houston, who is ridiculous, and Altuve has been on the injured list.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they're still 33-16. So they've opened
Springer
up.
Has been going bazonkers.
Who? George Springer, yes.
I think Verlander brought a no-no into the 7th,
Yep,
right? Yes,
he sure did.
The day before.
And look at
Good
their
team.
run differential, 99.
Good team.
They've scored 99 more runs than their opponents.
Look at Minnesota, though.
Minnesota,
First place.
we talked about this when they came in.
It's amazing.
And how much they've improved. And
we can't.
They beat us. Doo-doo and milk. They've opened up a 7-game lead in the Central. And then team not the Rays, Red Sox, Blue Jays, or Orioles. None of those 4 teams are in first place. We'll just leave it at that. Tampa is 2 games out, and Boston has come back strong. Now 2 games over, and they were in the dumps.
Yeah. Mr. Wood, you must have one. Congratulations.
Who's got is it the Marlins with the worst record in baseball? Baltimore's got a 313 winning percentage. Yep, by percentage points.
Yeah.
Well, it was by a lot of wins till they played the Mets.
Yeah. Poop and milk.
Just saying.
Stop.
So your Marlins, your Miami Marlins have a 14-31 record.
So
makes us happy.
Let's look a little bit at the middle teams, like the wild card teams, right? You got Milwaukee in first place for the wild card in National League, but look at Pittsburgh, 24-21. Did you expect that from them? A couple of people said they were going to be good. I didn't think they.
I thought that the National League Central had a chance to have all 5 teams over 500.
Sheesh. It's not that far off either, because 4 of the 5 are over 500, and Cincinnati's just kind of.
But look at Cincinnati. Look, Cincinnati's only given up 176 runs. Remember when they came to Shea City, they had scored the least amount of runs in the National League and also given up the least amount of runs. Nobody expected that pitching from the Reds this year. Yeah. That's why I thought they'd be hovering 500.
And your New York Metsies are currently 3 games out from a wild card spot.
Metsies. Okay, so we've gone through the next week or so, or a little bit more. I believe we are owed a Fwakata.
I'm not doing a Fwakata this week.
You must.
No, I got to break some.
Producer
streak.
Joe, he doesn't want to do the Fwakata.
Maybe you should explain to the new viewers and listeners what that means.
There you go.
So Fwakata is a thing that
so
I
much
do.
poop and so little milk.
You can go back and look at our other episodes, and you'll see I pick somebody or something or some team or to just
anything
Fwakata.
in the world.
And basically, Fwakata is like bad juju. Like I'm just cursing on you, and
crapping on them.
Yeah, and I want you to suck. It's a jinx.
You're not jinxing anyone this week.
I don't know.
Doesn't somebody?
You know what?
Some guy with a big eyebrows deserve it. I got to be honest with you. This might be the time you break tradition.
Even though he's a Met.
If he jumped off that horse, if he was on a horse and he broke his ankle because he was on a horse, you need to Fwakata him off our team.
DeGrom looks pissed, by the way. Because he's still a Met. He's still a Met.
You're going to let it go?
For now. Whatever happens, once it breaks ties, listen, yeah, I want him, but I'm not going to because technically he's still in the organization until something else is final. But who I will Fwakata, I'll Fwakata. All right, it's gonna be the whole entire Nationals bullpen today because once Scherzer's out, we need to score runs. So
that's a
Nationals.
That's a good Fwakata.
bullpen. Fwakata.
Oh, come on, a little more, man.
I
Give him
can't.
a
I don't
little
have
heart.
that energy. We got
Oh,
swept by the
yeah.
Marlins.
We did get swept by the Marlins. You're right. They took the fuck out the juice out of you.
Yeah, they just like.
They milked you.
Yeah, they did.
You got milked.
Trying to see how many pitches Scherzer has.
Why don't you just ask that producer?
He has 103 pitches.
What inning is it?
It is the 6th.
Yeah, see, Fwakata bullpen.
We are clearly behind because DeGrom also has 103 pitches. And on there, 90?
Yeah, because it's on the
Watch your
tether,
mouth.
So it's
Watch your mouth.
Are we focusing
All
now?
right,
Or what?
the Fwakata has been done.
Done. Son,
And
done.
right now, unless you guys have any more comments on the Metropolitans.
I do not.
I just want to say
I
that
am
Cano's
mad at
injury is undisclosed. 5 minutes. Anybody's out there that want to call for a Pete Alonso rookie card?
Oh, true.
Call in the next 5 minutes. We'll hang out for you. I'll read a trivia question
718
from this magic deck.
718-577-1275 if you'd like to win a Pete Alonso rookie tops card.
Yeah. Crowd's been a little light today because of the.
And we're not
game
going to
being
show
on
the card, right? We don't have the
simultaneously,
card again.
but yeah,
It's
It's
in my
over there
car,
somewhere.
actually.
it's fine. We'll have it out there next week. We're not going to give them away during the week. So next week we'll try to get on when the Mets are not playing, so more of you can, like last week, because we had quite a few people last week trying to get on the show. Is everything?
It looks like we're good. Joe, don't talk.
We're all
He's a
gravy
signal
here.
man.
All right, but I do want to. You talk about contests, and again, the number is 718-577-1275 if you want to answer a trivia question for the Pete Alonso Topps rookie card.
It's a nice card. It really is.
We have. Let me see when. Yes, we have a giveaway that's going to be going up in the next day or so on CineSportsTalk.com, which is who we're brought to you by, the parent company, CineSportsTalk.com,
The
as
big
well
boy.
as 27-ounce baseball.
Being frank.
Bring Frank. But in the next couple of days on CineSportsTalk.com, we're going to have a contest up for the movie Ma. The Meatloaf.
That's your top. That's Joe's type of movie. Ma.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're into that. Yeah, no, it's good. And then see, they come out now, and the Blu-ray will be ready for right around Halloween time.
That's right.
By design. So we'll have that in Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Austin, Texas, as well as Oklahoma City. And we also have some local ones down here in Florida. And that is going to be
China.
where are the cities? Very well done. All right. So local will be West Palm Beach and then not so local in Florida will be Jacksonville, and we're also going to give away passes out in Nolens.
Nice.
Nolens. And last week we did our first giveaway out in San Diego. Very first.
Boom. Yeah, I heard
We
you guys,
have invaded California.
I heard you guys gave it all sold out.
cucarachas.
Gave them all away.
Sold out, baby.
Sold
Good
out.
job.
Sold out.
Wow.
For what movie was that?
Wow.
That was for John Wick.
Nice.
John Wick 3.
I can't wait to see that.
Some
I
good
haven't
movies
seen it.
coming out.
Have you seen it already?
No, couldn't get to
Wow.
the screening. I had a playoff game yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad.
At least one of my teams is going to go to the playoffs. My son's team. They're in the playoffs. He went 3 for 3. I'm going to do it. Sorry.
What a
3 for 3.
surprise.
2 RBIs, a run scored from my little guy who plays on the Padres in the
You
local
took one off the
athletic league.
shoulder, right?
We're fast tracking.
Took a
them.
grounder off the shoulder, kept it down, and kept it in front of him.
Threw the guy out by at least 10 feet.
You said he could play second, right?
He could definitely play second.
There you go, Mets.
He plays left center, right center, third, and second.
Brody, if you're
As long
listening,
as he doesn't play left out.
Versatile. He's a Wilmer. But
Don't-
better.
Don't label
But better.
him. Don't
But
label
better.
him.
All right. So that's it for the Met stuff for the moment. If you are a Game of Thrones fans, stick with us for the next couple of minutes. But if you are a Game of Thrones fan and for some reason, some crazy reason, you haven't found the time to watch the series finale.
You don't know that Jon Snow is dead yet.
Exactly. Spoilers are ahead. So we'll you got a short story you could tell while people log out? No, probably not. That's the wrong guy to ask for a short story. All right, so we've given enough time, right? We've given enough time for them, right?
Yeah, they're out.
Hit it, producer Joe. What are you doing? All right, so this is the Game of Thrones segment.
Everybody died.
Well, I only know
Hodor's the new king.
Hodor. Hodor has taken the Iron Throne.
He almost made my top 10.
Hodor with the blue eyes.
Spoiler, he's not on my top 10. But I really thought about putting Hodor on my top 10.
Hodor.
I thought about it also, but then I decided not. We did a top 10 for CineSportsTalk. That'll be up next week, I believe next Wednesday or so. We did our top 10 Game of Thrones characters, and a spoiler was just revealed. Hodor is not on Keith's top 10 list.
Oh, wow. All right. So what are we doing?
But you know who is?
I know. What happened?
What?
I drank it all.
You drank all the apple juice. Cranberry.
All the apple juice. Cranberry.
Yeah.
When is that list going up?
I just said.
I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at his notes. Stack of drink.
Next Wednesday. This week we haven't decided it yet. But this week we have we alternate between Throwback Thursdays and alternate between Throwback Thursdays and top 10 lists. And so we'll do a Throwback Thursday this week and then a top 10 list next week. You dragged me back into the website when we're trying to talk Game of Thrones.
What you want to talk Mets?
Joe, producer Joe is the only person in the room that I don't know what they thought of the finale.
I was pleased.
Okay. Very good.
I was pleased.
Pleased. Joe is pleased. Okay. So
you have to remember that Kat and I saw the whole series within 2 months. And I think if we had waited long periods and spent 8 years watching it like most people did, I might be a little disappointed. But seeing it all wrapped in one, you could rarely ask for more than you got out of that show.
Yep. I also think, Joe, the reason why people like you and I enjoyed it is because we weren't friends with them as long as like Rodriguez or Farace was.
Excuse me, but you develop a bond with certain characters.
I get it.
That sound a little sissy. Oh my god. Yeah, she's bondable. For sure.
All right, so
what you call it?
So yes, so producer Joe
bond her.
was pleased with the outcome of Game of Thrones. I didn't think it was really good. I didn't think it was really bad. I thought it was just fine. I didn't. And once you guys give your opinions on it, then I'll say what I think might have made it a better outcome.
Oh, here we go again. Choose your own adventure.
No. I'm fine. I'm the one who said that, by the way, jerk. That's the thing. If you have us on if you're in our CineSportsTalk group, which is where we put all the contests and all that good stuff. We're also giving away. I forgot about this. We're also giving away a digital code for Captain Marvel. Oh Lord, here we go. Rodriguez,
the real Captain Marvel.
Oh God. Anyway, so I said, from now on, the final season of every single great show should just be Choose Your Own Adventure, because everybody's going. Who signs a petition to redo the whole season of a show? Who does it? Almost 1 million people.
Millies.
I'm not that way.
It's the
You're
internet.
not, Millie. You want to make yourself younger than what you really are.
It's the internet.
Says the guy who's been calling me a Millie for the last 4 years.
It's the
You're not a
internet.
Millie.
It's the
No, wait a
internet
minute. You
era.
are.
The internet sucks. As great as it is, it sucks because it allows these type of things to happen. Unfortunately, this is a shitty part of the internet. But
What, Millies?
that too. So I'll just run through quick 3 points that I've heard people complain about. There's tons of points.
Your opinion.
And my opinion on what they're complaining about. So you take
Make a long
Tyrion,
story longer.
the Tyrion walk when he's walking through the city and the city's all burnt down. People are complaining about that. His walk was too long. His walk was annoying. Wrong. It was brilliant. It showed the destruction. It showed the sadness. It showed all the dead people. It showed children dead. It gave the gravity of what Daenerys did, which set up for the end, right? The other thing people complain about is Bran being the king. I thought that was brilliant. I mean, honestly, the guy is, you learn from your history, and the guy is the memory of the world. So if he's the one that understands all the history, he'd be able and more equipped to make all the right decisions. So I thought that was brilliant. And then people say, I don't like that Jon Snow got banned to the wall. I also thought this was brilliant because he was destined to kill. And I had said, I felt that they may use Jon Snow as a sacrifice. Like he would die killing Daenerys to save the world. And it kind of sort of happened that way, except he knew he had to kill her. So he killed her and he got banned to the wall and he accepted that. And he just went off to live with the wildlings. He went to the wall and went live with the wildlings. I thought that was brilliant.
There was no wall, really. They sent him up there because they knew that Grey Worm would kill him. If they didn't do something satisfactory to Grey Worm, he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, we talked about that too. Yeah, but those 3 things I hear people complaining about the most, and I thought those 3 things are part of what was brilliant about the wrapping up of this series.
I think they did a great job.
And people
honestly, I'm very satisfied with it. I'm definitely okay with it. I'm glad that John went up there and he's gonna stop fighting. He's gonna
go live with the Wildlings. That's
live the life,
that's his thing, man.
Retire.
And we're gonna get an Arya spinoff.
Little snowman.
Right.
Most important, we're getting an Arya spinoff.
You know that for sure.
No.
Or you're just hoping.
No.
So you're lying.
My insiders.
Your insiders.
Yep.
Your insides tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fart?
Yep.
Is that what you read it as a
yes
Arya's new show?
Mm-hmm.
Did you fart from Uranus or the coffee anus?
He doesn't have an anus.
No, I mean, what?
What would that be called? If he doesn't
that would
have,
be like an alien.
If he was, it would be a eunuch. Well, an alien.
I don't know. What type of human?
This is the path. This is the path that we go down, guys.
Do they? I
Would
wonder
his breath be bad?
if you soldered somebody's butthole.
Maybe
shot,
that is
soldered
true.
it with a soldering iron, like burnt it.
Like, did you ever see what's it called?
Worm. Joe's got to know this horror movie. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Human Centipede.
Human Centipede. Thank you so much. No?
Absolutely 100% refuse to
Yeah. I did not see it. I had a family member who saw it.
I watched it.
You watched it?
I had a.
I'd like to understand why all 3 of you seem to feel like her name is Daenerys.
And been repeatedly Daenerys.
Daenerys? Because I know a Daenerys.
I don't know what Daenerys.
I know what Daenerys, so it just.
Now and I'm like, let me just check and make sure. Daenerys.
Wow, Joe had a big point there. I'm gonna say Daenerys anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So anyway, so Daenerys was. What happened?
I dropped the mic for him. Since he's not on camera.
Fair enough.
How do you say it again?
Daenerys. So. Okay, so.
Come on.
We'll just call it Eos.
Again, these people that are complaining about it is really, really annoying for me. But I think the one thing that they could have done that would have solved it is during that scene in which he ultimately Jon Snow stabs Daenerys.
9.
Daenerys.
After he stabs her. The dragon comes in, is furious just like it was, but tries to kill Jon with the fire.
He does not try to kill Jon.
No. I'm saying what could have made appease
better
them.
Than he tried to kill Jon and Jon walks through it,
and he's fine. And then everybody sees that he's fine. That happened. They all bend the knee, and he's the king.
I thought that might happen.
That's what I thought. That's what I would do if I cared about everybody else's feelings and I wanted to appease them. I'm happy. I'm fine with the way it was. But that might have been like, oh,
that's
this is
a
great ending.
nice little wrap.
But
up ending,
why in the world would anybody think that this show is going to give you what you want after years and years and seasons of killing your favorite characters and all this other stuff that happened? Why? Oh, in the end, let's make you happy. Let's do exactly what you think that should happen.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I agree. I mean,
but it still was a good ending.
Have you guys all
let's break, because that was a big scene, right? The stabbing scene.
Yes.
So let's break that down real quick. So you said he wasn't going to kill him. Okay, so just real quick, the intelligence on the dragon is obvious, right? Because he burned the throne, knowing the throne is the reason for her death, and he did not try to burn John either because he knew he couldn't, or he understood. Like the dragon maybe understood what had taken, because they say dragons are wise, dragons are smart, So, I mean, D&D world anyway. So it's ironic how he burned the throne, the dragon, knowing that was the cause of all this destruction. Did not burn John and then ran off with.
Yeah, he's a smart dragon.
Daenerys.
He spoke English.
Daenerys. I can't say Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Sorry, can't do it.
Daenerys.
Say Danny.
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 Isn't it Daenerys?
Clearly, it's Daenerys.
It is Daenerys.
Daenerys. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Was that? Was that okay, Google, or hello, Siri?
You sure that was Google, not Google?
Here is some information about Daenerys Targaryen.
Daenerys.
I clearly heard Daenerys.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see what Siri says. Hey Siri, who's Daenerys Targaryen?
Daenerys Targaryen is a fictional character.
Daenerys.
So when he killed Daenerys,
Danny.
that solves all the problem, right?
Yeah, that'll solve it all.
Yeah, no. I was thinking the dragon is not all that smart and just saw the knife in her, and then saw the throne looks like swords, and
No, I think he was pissed because his mother died and he knew the throne
Simple thought
was the
for
cause
a simple man.
of all that destruction. So he burned the throne, expressed to John that he's pissed in doing so, picked up his mother, and went off to do whatever he did with her.
buried her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're good. Wrapped up.
Drogon.
Neat little bow.
Neat little bow.
Well, yes and no. What happens to Drogon?
He left. Bye.
Yeah.
He left.
Just a big
He
dragon
ate
just
her,
goes
and
and
he had little.
flies off into the
And he had his
sunset.
egg.
You know what the
Another
one thing
possible
is?
spin-off.
Yeah. Oh, but the one spinoff that everybody wanted can no longer happen. The Ghost and
Arya and the Hound.
no, what was the other guy's
Ghost
name?
and Mizumira?
That would be good.
What?
What's the redhead guy who wanted Brienne?
The Giant's Milk.
Giants.
Tormund?
Thank you, Tormund.
He might be on my
when,
list.
when they
I'm
were
not sure.
when they were talking about how John just walked past Ghost, didn't hug him or whatever, and they said it would be Tormund and Ghost in a remake, in a spinoff.
Yeah,
Can't happen anymore.
It's pretty
Well,
stupid,
good. I
though.
mean, but then there's no John.
But
That's
the
pretty stupid.
adventures of Tormund and John, or back to the Arya thing because she went off to sail west
Of Westeros.
of Westeros.
She's
where
the new
map
Chris, she's the Christopher Columbus of her era.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right. So whether you liked it or whether you didn't,
I liked it.
William says he ate her.
You think so? He may have. No, I thought that, bro, because
Really?
yeah, because he's got to eat.
You're a sick man.
Wow, he's a
I
dragon.
said he
mean,
ate her before.
Yeah, you did. Nobody heard it.
Okay. One of the first things I said when he said, "What did Dragon do? Drogo do?" I said he ate her. He took her.
Well, were you
he
being
ate her.
serious?
I would think he ate her. Had little Danny eggs. Remember I said that?
He ate the mom.
He ate the mom and had little Danny eggs.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, either way, whether you liked it or not, have you guys seen Dexter?
Of course.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah. Did you see the ending of it?
Yes.
Do you guys mind if I say it? Okay, so the Dexter is a great show. He's a killer of serial killers, and in the end, the dumbest ending that I've ever seen on any show, and that includes Sopranos. was he was just out there as he's a lumberjack.
All right.
Yeah, in like Wisconsin or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Worst ending of any show ever. So if you ever want to watch it, watch everything except for the last 4 minutes.
I don't think it was.
It was terrible. And
It
people thought that Game of Thrones was on par with the Dexter ending.
No.
And I also don't have much of an issue with the Sopranos ending. He died. It was his point of view.
Yeah.
Done.
The spoiler alert. There are some people out there that have not seen
Tony
Sopranos.
Soprano dies in the last episode.
He died in real life.
does not.
He doesn't die in that.
Does
in
not
this
die in
episode.
the episode.
He does.
He died in real life.
See him die at the end of the episode?
Yes, I was because I was looking at everybody through his perspective, and I died. So he died.
You died. Okay. Well, this show is dying now, so let's
put it to
put
bed.
a big old blue and orange ribbon on this bad boy.
Bill heard you say he ate her.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh, nice. There you go. You got
Thank you,
you got
William.
somebody to back
I do
you up.
appreciate it.
So we'll end here on Facebook. We appreciate you watching us during the Mets game. It's 1-0 National still. Let's get some Mets magic in there.
Let's go Mets.
As always, Facebook, we will bid you adieu first. I'm Steve, got Rodriguez to my right, Keith to my left, producer Joe. Adieu.
Goodbye.
Until next week.
Peace.
Peace.